Dunedin is known as the Edinburgh of the South, and with its cold winter climate, it retains a distinctive Scottish flavour. The city was established in 1848 by two Scots promoters, George Rennie and William Cargill. They planned to call the new settlement New Edinburgh. Instead, the province became Otago, based on the Māori Otago. But the region's major river was called the Clutha, a Gaelic version of Glasgow's River Clyde. The main centre of Otago was called Dunedin, or Dunedin, which is an older Gaelic version of Edinburgh, the capital city of Scotland. The early settlers were members of the Free Church of Scotland, a breakaway movement within the Presbyterian Church. Scots made up more than two-thirds of the early immigrants in the first 4 years of the colony's existence. In the 1860s, Scots accounted for almost a third of the new immigrants to New Zealand, and many of these settled in Otago and Southland. The settlement was set up as a Scottish alternative to English settlements in places like Christchurch. Princess and George Streets run through the heart of Dunedin, as they also do in Edinburgh, and at the city centre is the statue of Robbie Burns, the famous Scottish poet. This is not just a tribute to the poet by a group of people yearning for their homeland. One of the organisers of the Otago settlement was the nephew of Robbie Burns. For some years, Dunedin was little more than a country town, and was said to be inhabited by rigidly righteous but whisky-loving, unprincipled Scotsmen. However, the character of Dunedin changed with the Otago gold rushes, although the whisky drinking did not. As the principal town in the Otago region, money and people from the goldfields flooded into Dunedin, and before long it became New Zealand's largest urban centre. The legacy of this influx of wealth can be seen in the surge of building during the 1860s and 70s, though the Scottish influence remained. There was the impressive First Presbyterian Church and the buildings at Otago University, which were inspired by Scottish baronial architecture. The educational system followed Scottish traditions, and many of the university professors and early school teachers were from Scotland. One local businessman of Scottish descent, William Larnock, even built his own castle, although Larnock Castle was more of a mansion than the typical castles you would expect to find in Scotland. As the early generation of Scots died, later generations tried to preserve the Scots traditions. A sports ground was set up called the Caledonian Ground. There, people could see competitors in kilts enjoying Scottish country dancing and hear New Zealand-born youngsters playing the bagpipes. There is tossing the caber and piping competitions at the Highland Games, and plenty of good whisky and haggis to be found in Dunedin's many pubs. Even today, the local Super 15 rugby team calls itself the Highlanders. Although there are few Scots-born people now resident in Dunedin, the Scottish traditions which gave the city its birth remain very much alive.